Bitcoin in extreme volatility. You want to know everything about the crypto world? Smash the like button. It's time for crypto news. Crypto to the max. And you know that Bitcoin yesterday went down almost 9%. And why is that? Is that because of things we told you in previous video about Jim Kramer and how he's always the counter indicator? He said that Bitcoin was a good thing, and now we have a 9% drop. Maybe it's because of that. Well, here you can see that he nailed it. He just said it, and then we had the drop 8-9% down. Even Circle's USDC stablecoin lost respect with the dollar for some time. Terrible news. Of course, probably this is not due to Jim Kramer, but the ETF spot rumors. We told you everything on social media. We have this crypto news almost every day. And when we don't have the show or days after, hours after the show, you can go to our social media where if there's a piece of information that you need to know, we are going to upload it there. So we told you we have rumors, we have fake news, we have strange behavior there as we are waiting for the ETF approval in United States. We still just have 4 days for the deadline. And now more and more people are speculating if we are going or not to have this ETF in spot. Here are some articles saying that we are not going to have it. This came from Matrix Report. Why is this important company? Well, allegedly, it's a platform about crypto, but I don't understand the fuss about all this just because of this article. Matrix Report knew that Bitcoin was going to go down. They know that the ETF is not going to be approved. No, not whatsoever. So, any case, this thing came viral, and you know that we are in a very fragile market, and it's easy to make things drop or go crazy up. So here you can see that once we had this piece of information viral, well, price dropped. But experts still believe that we are going to have an ETF on spot this week. And this can be, allegedly, according to Fox Business, as soon as this Friday. So maybe we are there for an approval this week. I trust Eric Bulchanas. We'll see about that. And the idea for him is that the SEC and Gary Gensler, they are doing things that you won't do if you don't think that the ETF is going to be approved. So they still believe that's something that's going to happen. They just listen things that indicate that it's going to be approved. But everybody's tagging this guy in X anytime that we have a piece of information about the ETF. And he's like, okay, I don't know. We have to wait till the last moment. But just considering the article in Matrix Report, he says that they took both pills because they had an article, and we told you in previous video, they had an article saying that Bitcoin was going to go to $50,000 because of the ETF approval. And then they have another article saying not. Just like all the crypto influencers out there and all the crypto media, one day we say that, well, we have to consider that we are going to go up, and the next day we consider the other side of the same coin because we have no idea whatsoever. No one knows, of course. Why did they say that? Well, they say that in the other thing, and now they're saying that they trust Bitcoin in the long run, but maybe, of course, if the ETF is not approved, we are up for a bad time. Here, the Wolf of Wall Street saying that this is not fake news, it was just opinion, as we all have opinions in crypto, YouTube and Twitter, X, and there in the crypto media. So just the thing went viral, and that's why this happened. Also, with this article, the real reason for that drop, for me, it's interesting reading there that there's no political reason for the ETF to be approved. And that's why, in my opinion, United States took that long in order to approve it. Why? Because if they approve the ETF, they are saying that we have another store of value that is Bitcoin. And they don't want that. They want just dollar to be king of the money for them. Also, the Bitcoin therapist making jokes saying that rumors are circulating that the spot Bitcoin ETF will usher in a 50-year bull market, slaughtering all bears and sending Bitcoin to 100 million a coin. Just making fun with the idea that anyone can create a rumor out there. And here, the real reason for me is that you can see that everybody is betting with trading, with leverage, and then they just cut heads going up and going down. So, again, this is a game for a lot of these people, and you might be tricked. So, if you are not sure what you're doing, I won't recommend you to do trade whatsoever because you might lose everything. This is probably the game. And maybe now what we have is not a sell the buy the rumor, sell the news, but the other way around. The idea of selling the rumor and then buying the news next week. So maybe they are just creating a trap right now, manipulating the market. I also found this article. I don't know if this is true or not. That maybe the owners of CoinDesk that had this article, they are just trying to manipulate the market usually. CryptoBuzz is saying that the market is shaking the weak hands only to allow more institutions to buy the dip. So again, maybe they know next week is going to be the huge moment, and more of those institutions and people with a lot of money, the smart money, want a dip in order to buy. We have here Andrew telling us that BlackRock and JP Morgan are instructing staff to be prepared for a spot Bitcoin ETF approval imminently. And the CBOE exchange with another application for an ETF of Bitcoin. And also the SEC saying that we have funds there that will allocate 15% of their money in Bitcoin. And Kathy Wood selling Coinbase shares. Maybe she just wants money in order to buy some of those ETFs, or she needs liquidity now. That is going to be a thing. We also had yesterday the minutes for the Fed. And what they say there is that Fed views rates likely at or need their peak. Officially maintaining 2% inflation target, rates are likely or remain restrictive for some time. Clear progress has been made on inflation, and official acknowledged rate cuts by end of 2024. So we might have to wait, consider that too. How this affected dollar? Well, you can see we just went to the line I told you, and we are going down now. Good things for stock market and crypto, but the stock market yesterday went down as Bitcoin did. Altcoin Daily following us too. They are lying to you about the Bitcoin ETFs. Of course, we're telling you do not get fooled. And what about Crypto Robert saying that maybe we are in a bear trap? So be careful out there. We have extreme volatility for Bitcoin, and we expect that for the following days. But here in FunOntheRide, remember to smash the like button with TradingView, link in the description below. You can see that we are following this crazy path that I created. Do not follow that. But I want to know the YouTuber you know that is doing better than myself with no idea and just playing games here. So we are following the path that we started the last time we didn't close a gap of the CME futures. Really crazy. I told you about this, and we are going back in track. So if this is true, probably it won't, but if it's true, on January the 17th, very special day, we will celebrate $52,625 for Bitcoin. We'll have it here in Crypto News Fun on the Ride, where crypto is to the max, and where we told you also both sides of the same reality all the time. And we are following this path, but again, after that 17th of January, we might start even a 71% drop. Maybe that's true. You want to know about this? Just watch this video, Spanish or English, the uncomfortable truth about Bitcoin no one wants to know. What about the daily for December? Well, we're still on track with several years. We'll see about that in the future. Remember, you have videos about the month of January for Bitcoin and the yearly behavior that we expect. And today I found this comparison with Chico Crypto's video, link in the description below, and it's comparing the situation with Bitcoin right now with the approval of Bitcoin if that's the case. So we are doing a similar path right now as we had with this increase of 15% we had with gold. Then we had a retracement of 7%. And if we do something like that, well, we had here this increase of 77% since that point. And since we have a 3.5 difference between ETF anticipation rallies, Bitcoin could crash by 31.2%, putting the price at 31,000 in mid 2024. So the idea here is that ETF approval might be okay, but we still might have a downturn there for some time and then up again. Remember, we told you about this tweet. Also, we might be in the middle of a cycle. That's a possibility. But then, in any case, we might have that increase of 28%. And the idea there would be that after all that, we might be in the 135,000K by the end of 2024 if we follow the same path. That's good. You can follow that with the rainbow chart. Chico Crypto told you about that. And you have that chart in our website, FunOntheRide.com, in useful applications. You have a lot of them. Here you have the rainbow chart. Very, very interesting with all those colors. And remember that we might need to go to the red in order to have the next top for Bitcoin. Good stuff. Play with it, and you can there say at what time Bitcoin is going to be at what price. Remember that Bitcoin is making a lot of money for the miners. Today is the king based on the last 30 days. It's 4 billion on fees annualized for miners. Bullish for miners and bullish for the security of the network. We have also the controversy about Ordi and ordinals and all that, the BRC20 tokens. Is it good? Is it bad? Here you have all the category in CoinGecko, and maybe you want to buy some Ordi. Some experts believe it's going to go to $1,000. That would be good, but I stick to my plan, just Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that's that for me. Or here you have the logarithmic chart. It would have been great buying it in the lowest point, of course. And we have to consider that Bitcoin surpassed Ethereum in sales of NFTs. So again, what would have Satoshi Nakamoto thought about this? And what about good things for Bitcoin, like this all-time high in the number of unique addresses holding at least one full Bitcoin? Nice. Also, CNBC explaining the Bitcoin halving. Nice too. And it's scary but nice that total US debt hit 34 trillion for the first time in history, putting US debt up 100% since 2014. So we are scared about fiat currencies. We are greedy about crypto, even though the market is fighting for the green and the bubbles too. Here, a crypto proof saying that he believes the altcoin season is about to start. It's going to explode. And Miles Deutscher saying that we are going to have another fever for airdrops. And in this thread, he's telling you the most interesting ones. So if you are interested in airdrops and you want this information for free, go to Miles Deutscher. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm tired. I did that on the last run and I'm quite tired. But if you are new in crypto, maybe you want to do some of this. Maybe I will do some in the future. But again, it's like a work. So very nice one. You can make a lot of money, but it takes a lot of work, of course. As everything that is worth it, it's okay. Here, the most important ones, again, fighting to have a good day, but still Bitcoin in the 5.3% down. And we are happy about Cardano because we have the first block of the year in FunOntheRide with 0 fees and only 270 fixed costs. So a lot of things to share with you. We are going higher in number of riders there and ADI. So thank you very much. Maybe it's time for Cardano. Maybe it's time for ENS. Now that Vitalik Buterin supported the project and it went up for good, 55%. This is the weekly logarithmic chart, maybe about of breaking some resistances. For me, one of the interesting projects, of course, like Chainlink, like Cardano, Ethereum, Bitcoin, IOTA, of course, as always. The good ones. And we told you all about this in previous videos. If you want to know about Ethereum, just watch the last video. We are following the yearly behavior for Ethereum with that video and that 100% that we might have in the long run as we had in the previous year. Also, do not miss out AI news. We had a new video out there. Thank you to all the riders watching it, and Vladimir saying that he's going to run the video once and another and another and another, so we get to 3,000 hours and we can make some money there. Thank you very much for your support. We'll keep on finding the best news there, like we told you about Mickey. And what about how was it trade in TradingView? Sorry, in dextools.io, link in the description below. And you can see it's still a hot pair, but it's going down today. So sorry for that. We'll see about that, but in my opinion, this might be the start of the dump for Mickey. Be careful out there and be safe, as we can be a bit safer with Trezor, our partner. Thank you very much. They are trying to educate you so that you are in this world with some safety. Today, we have this tweet. I recommend you to follow their Twitter account, their X account, for phishing attacks. So there you have that you might have a lot of attacks in your cell phone. Those are fake. You need to consider 3 tips in order to be safer with Trezor, link in the description below. The first step is to protect your recovery seed at all costs. Then you have to verify communication. The idea that they are not going to contact you. So be suspicious of any communication about crazy stuff. They are not going to ask you for your seed or your password, etc., etc. No other data. And they say tip number 3, trust your instincts. If you feel that something is fishy, then just try to check that and do not move forward. They will try to rush you to do things. So be calm when you are using your Trezor device. Save 3, 1, or T, link in the description below. And today we have this huge firework, the largest launch over Nagaoka, Japan. And this is the one we are going to buy to celebrate Bitcoin in the next all-time high. All together here in Crypto News Fun on the Ride, where we have these cats celebrating already. Maybe they are celebrating Satoshi Nakamoto's adventure, or maybe that they believe Bitcoin is going to the moon at some point now. Do not be scared. Do not surrender and fight back, because we are gonna make it eventually. Hopefully, I hope so. If you want to keep on learning, watch one of these 2 videos. If you want more fresh news about crypto, just watch tomorrow. Crypto News, Fun on the Ride, health, money, love, power in peace, and the best is yet to come. To the moon!